So where was I? Oh yeah. Mrs. Antoinette came back in and whispered in my ear, "Could you give Alice a ride home? I don't think she can make it on her own." So, Alice really does have asthma. Well, duh, no idiot really fakes that, especially if the teacher knows them. They should at least state the facts if they're going to be talking to a teacher that actually know. Yeah, if it's a teacher they actually know, you're not supposed to fake anything. They know your health conditions. They know if you have asthma, your allergies, everything. So, faking a symptom is a big no-no. So, we walked to my car, and she seemed to be choking, so I pat her back and rushed to her lockers. When the class was out of hearing distance, she stopped choking. I looked at her in shock and in slight disapproval. I'll read this, because I can't do overly dramaticness. "What do you think you are, my father? Pfft, I'm just a pro at getting what I want," she replied with several extra pounds of sarcasm. That's why I couldn't read that. Sarcasm is just not my British accent. That's fake. Shut up! Gosh. Okay. I opened the door for her to go to the parking lot. Your British voice is just naturally have sarcasm, so adding any more would be depressing. I gotta say, that was some pretty good acting, Alice. I commented with sudden approval as she walked outside. Thanks. I was thinking of being an actress when I grew up. Or an artist. Maybe even a writer. Singer or dancer would probably work too. Anything that has to do with the arts, really. Sorry, I had to burp. In your mouth, of course. That's just you, of course. Blah. I realized she had a bag of burlap, made of burlap on. OMG, spoilers! What's in the bag, I asked. Some drawings, some sketches, some writing. People say that I'm really creative. I read that wrong. Let me reread that. Some drawings, some sketches, some writing. People say that I'm really creative, she replied as she began to dance down the lot. You ripped off a Stargirl so much it's kind of depressing. I know. This is like when I actually read this out loud, it's starting to depress me. How much I ripped it off. Because Stargirl was such a good story. Play any music? Okay, so this is a lot. So, like last time, I'll do Duncan, you do Looney. Whenever it's a turn to just do a sentence that's outside of the dialogue, just read it if it's your turn. Okay. Some flute, some violin, some electric guitar. What can you play with the guitar? Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson. Nights in Sidonia by Muse, Raining Blood by Slayer, the metal version of The Devil Went Down to Georgia, and all the Green Day songs in the new album. Yeah, I used too many GH3 songs there. I'm sorry. That's just depressing. Okay, let's read on. That's it? Hi, it's better than nothing. I guess that's true. We finally got to the car. Sometimes I don't do well in cars. Well, how'd you get to school then? By motorcycle. What else? Spoilers! That wasn't spoilers. We didn't say that she actually went to school by motorcycle. She just said that she moved them 5 minutes ago. We never said how she got that. But now we know. Happy face. I think it's your turn. Okay. We drove out onto the road, and she started to breathe heavily. Her eyes drew fear as her fingers drove into the leather upholstery. Why do you always say drawing like, how do you draw an emotion? You literally always drew fear, drew happiness, drew insanity, drew psychotic abilities. Psychotic abilities? What the heck? It's just that drew is just a fancy word that I like to do because I like to draw. So blah. Why do you have a problem anyways? I totally read that wrong. Why do you have a problem anyways? You know, everyone in my family died of car crashes. So your mom and dad? No, they're still alive. Any siblings? My sis, she's really cool. Can I meet her? If you want. You're totally doing this perfectly. It's depressing. It's depressing how well you're doing this, because I would have never did the heavy breathing. I would have never remembered the heavy breathing while I was doing this. Just immediately the heavy breathing just poof off the page, and just random dramatic pauses. If you want, but I was hoping to do the tutoring at your house. That it's kind of good, and it's also kind of fail. You sound kind of hoarse. Who are you, Simon Cowell? No, Cowell. They just got that. That's just very bad. That's a very bad name because it's Cow-L. It must stand for L's cow. I know. I don't get Death Note though. It's just the craze is scary. Okay, let's keep going. Tomorrow. Okay, then go up to my house. Yeah, it's almost over. So it's your turn. Her heavy breathing threw me off a bit because it made me think that she was pregnant a little. So I stopped talking and she calmed down a bit as I came into a driveway. Yeah, Donna, shine the non-believer, shine. You sounded kind of Western. This is how much your British accent fails. Okay, so that was the first reading of Love, Hate, or Insanity. The first chapter. New girl driven to insanity. Why did you name it that? Because this totally expresses her insanity. Until like the near end where it expresses her creativity. And the car thing was totally natural. Because if everyone in your family died of car crashes, then it's natural to not feel good in a car. Yeah, that makes really good sense. But why'd you do that? I'm just curious. Well, actually I thought of it because she's crazy. Why not make her go even more insane in a car? But it's more like a subtle insanity. It's more like just breathing heavily to save the insanity in. Yeah, I guess so. So, chapter 1, the new girl driven to insanity. We probably won't do any more read-aloud for this story, but other ones, maybe. Maybe. If there's no language, because we don't curse. Cursing fails. Just kidding. It's okay, as long as you don't actually say it, because it's so insulting sometimes. Okay, so the new girl driven to insanity. That took almost 40 minutes. It took us almost an hour to read that chapter when we were goofing around so much. So why not? Yeah, I know. It's still insane. We better not exceed 40 minutes because we're at 38 minutes, so let's stop. First chapter, etc. You can read more at fanfiction.net when I actually add more updates. I haven't done it yet because I still have to retrieve the chapters for my other stories on my other computer, so you're wasting time! Okay, so bye!